Theseus and the Minotaur. On the Greek island of Crete, in the 6th century BC, there lived a king called Minos. Now Minos wasn't a good king. In fact, he forced an inventor called Daedalus to create a labyrinth under his palace for his monster, called the Minotaur. The Minotaur was half man, half bull, and was a 3-meter tall behemoth, and it lived in the labyrinth. King Minos had a massive rivalry with Athens, and often attacked them. Aegeus, the king of Athens, begged for him to stop. Minos agreed to stop if King Aegeus sent 7 young boys and 7 young girls to Crete every year to be eaten by the Minotaur. Athens was in ruins, so King Aegeus had no choice but to agree. And so, every year, 7 boys and 7 girls went to Crete to be killed. Theseus, the prince of Athens, didn't like killing all those children, and he volunteered to take the place of a boy and kill the Minotaur. King Aegeus begged his son not to go, but he insisted, so Aegeus made him promise to change the sails from white to black if he succeeded. So, Theseus set out to Crete to kill the Minotaur. When he arrived, he was forced into a cell and searched to make sure he had no weapons. The king's daughter, Ariadne, secretly loved Theseus and gave him a sword and a ball of string. He was confused on Ariadne's intents, thinking that a ball of string was useless, but he thanked her for the sword and waited for the guards. The guards took him to the labyrinth and locked the door behind him, leaving him to die to the Minotaur. Ariadne shouted to him to use the ball of string to guide himself through the maze and to follow it back out. He wandered the labyrinth for a mere minute before a vile stench hit his nostrils. There the Minotaur stood, towering over him with the skulls of about 30 children behind him. It was a long fight, and Theseus was close to giving up, but eventually the Minotaur fell. He followed the string back to the entrance, and Ariadne unlocked the door, and Theseus, Ariadne, and the 13 children escaped the labyrinth. Ariadne wanted to marry Theseus, but he didn't particularly like her, so when she went for fruit on an island, he sailed away, stranding her. But in his haste to get away, Theseus forgot to change the sails to black. So, when King Aegeus saw the ship coming in with white sails, he jumped off the top of his palace into the sea at the death of his son. There was a large mourning period, and the sea he jumped into was named the Aegean Sea in honour of him.